Hi, welcome to Feminism on Trial. It's another video we're getting through. Even though the MS headache is trying to take me down, I do not want to go a long period of time without making a video. And often I just chicken out and I think, oh no, if I make a video, it's going to be bad and I'm going to look horrible and whatever. Like, so what? Just, you know what? We've known each other a while by now. I started this in 2020. Let's just do it. See, I already forgot what our topic was. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Why do women think they are equal to men when we are living in a world that men created? And it's not just women. It's some of these equalists too. I was watching Kevin Samuels. I think I'm going to probably be referring to him a lot because I think he's a brilliant person. I think he understands female nature. I think he totally gets what's going on out there. And I think he knew more than he thought, because he often would say, you know, the Black community, but I'm like, oh no, this is white chicks have these problems for sure. This is not just in one community by any means. So he was talking to this one woman, and he was talking about, you know, women living in the world that men built. And he asked her the question, who's more valuable, men or women, to society? And of course, all of us women that were grown, raised to be good feminists are like, we know we want to say women, but we got to have a good reason, but we definitely can't say men. So she kind of hummed and hawed for a while and finally got to it. It's like, I think he asked, like, where is I don't even know how to say it, the water, where they pump the water out to the rest of us who just open the tap. See, I don't even know what it's called, like the water processing plant or whatever. Like, he's like, where is that? I don't know. Like, first of all, she didn't know what it was when he said it. And then she doesn't know where it is. And he said, well, who do you think runs that? Who do you think runs, you know, the electric plant? Who do you think keeps the electric on? So you flip the light switch and magic. Oh, well, probably men, you know. And he's like, what percentage do you think? And she's like, a lot. Because, you know, God, why is it so hard to get like a straight answer? Come on, lady, you know. Just admit it. Like, you need to be like, oh yeah, huh? Shoot, I never thought about that. But they can never say that. They can never say, oh my God, I never thought about it like that. Wow. So you've got these women just in society acting like, you know, girl boss this, and I can run everything. I can run my life. And, you know, the old adage, anything you can do, I can do better. No, you can't. Pretty much everything a man can do, pretty much a woman can't do quite as well. It's just how it is. Now, that's outside the home. I'm not talking about inside the home. I'm not talking about, you know, raising children and creating a warmth in the home and doing the things that we women were originally intended biologically and just by our very nature we were intended to do. And I know the equalists will say no, they want men and women to be the same. You know, it's like, we're clearly not. We're clearly not the same. We clearly have different talents and abilities and skills that are absolutely biological. And that's good because it's complementary. But, you know, if we try to operate our society here in the States for one day without a man, could you even imagine? The whole thing would shut down. Everything would shut down. how do they not realize this? How do women not get this? And then, once it's pointed out to them, why is it like pulling teeth for them to be appreciative? We women were raised, it's like, don't you dare admit a vulnerability. Don't you dare admit that you need a man. Kevin's often saying that it's only the Black community that's like, I don't need no man. I was raised, upper middle class or lower upper class. I was raised wealthy. And I was raised to think, never depend on a man. Always try to be in a situation where you don't need a man. If you need a man, then you're somehow lesser. The idea of the wedding vows, including the word obey, I would have gone off if anybody had brought that up. And now I'm like, absolutely, I will obey. Because I don't want to be the leader of this thing. I'm not made to shoulder that kind of stress. I'm not. And I know that now. And it doesn't mean that I'm less than. It doesn't mean I'm less valuable. It allows me to work with the strengths and attributes that I was created to have. I don't feel like I'm fighting myself like I used to. When I was a feminist, and I was never the blue-haired, kill the babies type of a feminist, but I was still very like women empowerment, and I could have never accepted that a woman should submit to her husband. I could have never accepted that. I could have never accepted that men had better problem-solving skills. And now and since learning that and accepting it, I've been able to come into my womanhood. That sounds, I'm not trying to be gross or whatever, but like, oh, okay, well, it's not that I'm reactive. It comes off as reactive when I'm trying to be in this man's world and shoulder all these, tough responsibilities and decision making all on my own. I'm reactive because women are made to be more emotional, because we're made to be in touch with that so that we can take care of our family and have that in the front of our minds without it going crazy and becoming psychotic. As I'm sure everybody watching this is thinking about at least one woman as they say that. But I just think we need to appreciate that men created this world we live in. And that's fine. It's fine to acknowledge that. It's great to acknowledge that and to appreciate it and then go, okay, all right, now that helps me figure out what my role is. My role is to make his role easier and more enjoyable and more worthwhile. Thanks for listening. Take care.